My name is Andreas Christensen, founder of Super One, and we are today, will bring you through our card scheme. We have presented it before. Today we will go into great detail about the various assets. We will go into the launch strategy, where we will have these stores, marketplaces, and we will showcase all this in detail. And as you probably know, the NFT market is really booming these days, and we have some amazing stuff to show you. So I think we just get started with our presentation, and we will be able to attend any questions after the presentation. So let's get into sharing here and get the presentation going. So we have called our project or our cards for Cards Magic, and we are about now to show you a complete introduction to what we are doing in that space. As we have presented before, we are creating or have created a unique cards concept that is tied into our game, and it's really have multiple features, like it's a collector item, but it's also a game utility, and it's also a rewarding asset to hold. So let's first have a very quick look at what are non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. It's a crazy market that basically it started about 3 years ago with something called CryptoKitties, and then it's been kind of developing, not that fast, but this year in 2021 it really started skyrocketing, together with the whole appreciation of the blockchain industry in general. We just saw record-breaking numbers, and it all maybe started back in February, March, when Christie's auction in New York sold a digital art for $69 million. That was kind of the starting point of the new era of NFTs. So what is really an NFT? It's a unique digital asset that resides on the blockchain. So it's a token, like the technology we are using is Ethereum technology, and it's what's called ERC721. It's the token type, and that means that each and every token are different. Normally, if you have what we use else for our super token, we use ERC20. That means that all of these tokens, they have the same value and the same value and the same features. But with ERC721, also called non-fungible token, that means that every token is unique. So what happened is that the industry or the market is using this to represent digital art. That could be in form of images, video. It could be all that can be digitalized. Recently, also Jack Dorsey sold his first tweet on Twitter for $2.5 million. So everything that can be sort of digitalized is something you can tokenize, and you can sell it as a unique NFT token. One of the if we skip the $69 million, I can get down to a lot of other projects out there. This CryptoPunks is one of the main leaders in this, and as you see here, it's pretty crazy numbers. They are selling this digital art, and they're priced at even millions of dollars, $7 million for that little digital drawing or graphic, which is crazy. So there is a craze going on, and we have only seen the very beginning of this market. This market will marinate, or will develop over time, and it will come a lot of use cases. So in our sense, we have created an NFT scheme that is tied into the gameplay, and it has a real utility value in the game. So there has been a little downturn in the blockchain market the past week or 2 weeks, but it hasn't really affected the NFT market. So there is a lot of interesting developments coming, and I will, towards the end of this presentation, explain how we are part of that development also. So let's start looking at our cards, and to get everyone up to speed so everyone understand what we are about to release now. So we have created what can be called a whole new class of digital collectibles, and they are limited. They are limited in the sense that we created only a certain amount of each of this. And when it comes to the football, we have a scheme where we have one original token. There is only one for every player, the top 100 players. That's what we are presenting today. And then we have legend token. There are only 10 per player. And then we have gold, silver, and bronze. There are 100 tokens. So each of these, 300 in total, for each of the 100 players. So altogether, we have 31,100 tokens in the top 100 football range. So that's our NFT scheme that we have created already. And the way we have done it, we will have different features coming into the to these different tires, but gold, silver, and bronze, they are used in the game in related to easy for bronze, silver is medium questions, and gold is hard questions. So they have a utility value there. And if we look a little bit on how it's working in the game, the users are able to do a circle tactic with their fingers. That means you need to draw a circle. So if you are in front of the game, like here you see a question about Ronaldo, we always use him as an example. You see that on the very left side, we have a bronze question that is easy question. Is he born in Portugal? That's easy question. So if you circle tactic with your finger, you can actually buy the correct free pass for that question. And then we move on to the middle screen where we have silver questions. Those are a little bit more difficult. So did he have his pro debut at SL Benfica? And then, okay, if you don't know, you can buy it. And of course, gold was his mother name. And these circle tactics you can do on the fly, or you can buy them in advance. There will be different pricing tiers, but it will be faster, of course, if you have them pre-stored. So if you're playing into a certain category, you can buy multiple of these, and you will be able to buy collections of these. So that's how it's working, and it's really tied into the whole gameplay. A lot of our questions, not all questions, will be covered by these cards, sort of. I mean, we can have questions that there is no card available. So that's a little bit of the gameplay. It shouldn't always be available. So let's say we will have a small little icon in the game when this card option is available, and that will actually increase the use instead of having it always available, because then people will opt in and say, oh, now this is really available, I'm going to use it. So that's why we have that, and we can extend this really far. And when you look into our game and our game concept, we're starting with football, but we will of course develop this into a lot of different categories, and at the same time we are able to expand our whole cards universe. So we kind of say it's merely unlimited what we can do. There are, like for football, top 100, we have 31,000 cards. We can do 30,000 cards for each of these categories if we want. But we don't want to inflate the market. We don't want to how should I say, inflate or deflate inflate the value of the cards. So we will keep now the top 100 for football, and then we need to see what we do. We will never create any more football cards from the same player, in example. We need to keep that. That's part of the limited version thing, and it's part of the whole blockchain thing. So how this is working is that we are actually storing these cards on an NFT.storage is provided by Filecoin, and that's an IPFS file system. So it's all stored fraction all over the world, and it's not possible. Once we have submitted the file, we are not able to touch it. We are not able to change it. We are not able to update it. We are not able to delete it. So it's there engraved, and it's also engraved into a smart contract, the link to the file and the hash to the file. So it's not possible for us to change anything. That's why we are very careful what we are doing in these days. We are not able to change anything what we're doing, and that's why it's taking a little bit extra time to get this really moving. So let's have a little bit look on the cards we have. Like I said, we have Origin, Legend, Gold, Silver, and Bronze cards. And the rewarding thing is that we are using our staking concept in this. So every time somebody is using a Bronze card, it pays 5% to the Bronze card holder, but also 5% to Silver, to Gold, to Legend, and Origin holders. So that's all is paying 5 times 5%. So that's 25%. But so that's how it's working. So the Silver card would always earn also on Bronze cards, the same with Gold. So the Gold, Silver, and Bronze represent hard, medium, and easy questions. And of course, they will be distributed throughout the game. Over time, you will see equal use of these different how should I say, difficulties. So at the same time, you can see Bronze card, they get 5% for everything that happened on Bronze, and Silver, they get 5% of both Bronze and Silver questions, and Gold get for all 3. And then we will have some additional perks for Legend and Origin, not only financial, but those cards will earn much more. As you see, the Gold cards, they earn from both Silver and Bronze. They are 100 cards for every player, while the Legend is only 10. So they have a more or less 10 times more intrinsic value, and the Origin cards is only 1 that get that 5% every time. So we are releasing these cards gradually. We will first release the Gold, Silver, and Bronze for a limited number of players, and that's what I'm going to explain to you now. The Origin and Legend card we are a little bit careful with, because they have, as you see, a pretty great financial value, and we want to see the success of the lower cards before we kind of release them. And these cards and this staking concept, we feel is we don't know if we are alone having this, but it's pretty unique the way it's tied into the game. So these cards are not only giving you benefit in the game, they're also giving you income from other people sort of renting your NFTs. So that's unique with our thing. And when you look especially on the Origin and Legend, they also have a great collector value. And we also done that with the other cards. So when you look into the financial potential of these cards, we have a strategy that they should yield at least their purchase price every year. So that applies to the Bronze, while the Silver and Gold will actually have 2x of their purchase value. So these cards will be, how it's working in these marketplaces is that we set a minimum price, and then there is a bidding going on. It could be an auction, and I will get a little bit back to that. So that will determine the price, and it's a supply and demand like everything else here in the world. And internally, in the app, we will sell these at, like we communicated before, 50% discount, and you will be able to use your credits. And those will, there will not be bidding inside the app. We don't take that to create a complete bidding engine for this. We just want you to buy them with your credits and start consuming them. And even if you buy them inside the app, you will be able to take them outside in the bigger world, and you will be able to sell them on marketplaces outside Super One. So I will get back to that. When you look at the Legend and Origin cards, they have a very good, also of course a very good financial value, but they are even more collector items. There are fewer of them, and we expect to drive home a pretty stiff price point for them, but that will maybe be released later once we are closer to game launch, and once we are how should I say, more progressed and everything. And if we sell out the how should I say, the gold, silver, and bronze cards, we are able to roll this into the market. So that's the price point. So when it comes to a number of cards, we have 100 players that we are featured. Those are featured based on different statistics and the judgment of our football experts. And we have divided these into 10 players in 10 different series. So what we are releasing first is our series 1, and then 2, 3, etc. We will do these releases a little bit gradually based on the market reception, how we see this coming into the market. If the demand is very, very strong, we can release faster. So that we are also featuring no marketing campaigns into the blockchain world for these cards. So it's a little bit kind of work to get all this sorted out, and that's good. So the first 10 are going to feature in total now. And when you look at the artwork we have now, I'm showing you the digital animated version of Ronaldo. I'm not going to show all of the others because it's a lot of video files. But as you see here, we have taken a lot of effort into the artwork. We are creating not only a picture, but we are actually taking this to a whole new level. So our NFT cards are handcrafted and animated with effects like this, so they will be unique. And we are actually doing a little bit different effects on several series of the cards, so there will be different. So this is creating 31,000 files is not done in an hour or a day. It's a little bit of nitty-gritty artwork, and that's why we release 10 and 10 and 10. So we get into the market and we put a lot of effort. The team has done a great job, the creative team in creating all this, and we tested out on the NFT stores, and we have all this access, and all this is ready, and we are in the final phase of staging this. So this is the artwork for Ronaldo, and of course we have these 10. I'm going to show you all the 10 we are releasing first now. We have Maradona here, very famous, and we have Cantona, we have Cruyff, we have Mbappe. I'm not into football. Messi, of course, and Matthaus. We have Pelé, great footballer from the 80s, Ronaldinho, and we have the Japanese star Kagawa. And so all these are coming in animated forms in the stores, and we are shipping this to the storage on Monday, Tuesday. They are ready. So when we open the store, I will get back to. So when it comes to the marketplaces, like we communicated before, we're going to have one internal marketplace that we have designed like this. It will be you will be able to browse through and buy a selected number of these NFTs using your credits. That's happening inside the app or on the web app. As with the packages, we are not able to do purchases with Ripple inside the Apple app because of regulations from Apple. And then there has been the market for NFTs, like we've seen over the past months, has really boomed. And one of the biggest platforms out there is what's called OpenSea. And we talked about that before. We have already staged OpenSea, and we could actually open there at this point in time. We already have the technology connected. However, it has just been released now that Binance is opening an NFT store on June 24th. And we have worked a lot on the Binance Smart Chain over the past period. We have the new super token. I can tell you that's already deployed on the Binance Smart Chain. The reason for this is that the Ethereum, on the main Ethereum net, the transaction fees are ridiculous. It varies a lot, but they can be like $50, can be $100. Normally it's like tens of dollars to just do a transfer. So that is really problematic for the whole blockchain industry. It's okay when you do 1 or 2 NFTs or 10 NFTs and you're selling them for $1 million or $10,000. But when you do volume NFTs like we're gonna do with 30,000 plus NFTs, and we're gonna do that, the cost, it will be cost for people to buy them it's really gonna skyrocket. So on Binance we are looking at maybe 10, 20, $30 cent in a transaction fee. And that's something we could really accept. But on Ethereum, it's way too high. We have tested it and we found it very, very high. It's very frustrating, but then Binance is now opening their NFT store, and they also have a creator program there that we are looking into. But in any sense, they will open on June 24. And we really think it's well worth waiting those, let's say, 3 weeks to get into Binance NFT store. The reason for this is Binance is by far the biggest exchange, and based on their ecosystem, sort of, they are growing. They are 5 to 6 times bigger than Coinbase, and they're really, really aggressive, and their products are really good. So we already, like I said, the super token that we will roll out to you next week is already on Binance smart contract. It's the same as Ethereum. It's the same coding. It's just a different chain. It's a fork of Ethereum. So it's exactly the same. The Explorer, the wallets, the addresses are the same. So what we do, we will roll out externally on Binance as soon as that is available to us. We feel that changing technology to Flow or any of the other is not something we should do at this point in time. Some of you may know that NBA Top Shot's leading NFT scheme is on Flow. We will stick to Binance because it keeps us in the Binance ecosystem. And of course, we will looking for our super token to be listed in the Binance sphere as we move forward also. So having everything there, we believe we could utilize Binance and really grow. And their ecosystem, like I said, it's millions of users. So it's really cool. So that's the external store. Will come as soon as we can do it there. So we cannot have both on OpenSea and Binance. We have to choose. We can have both, but it's a kind of muddy the waters for us. So we have all the URL schemes, how we store, how we use it internally in the app. All these things involve transaction costs. So for us, having it on Binance is a big advantage from the company side, but also from the user perspective, because we can get trading of the NFTs going at a much faster and cheaper. So the internal store, we have created all the backend and staged all the assets and have all the storage in place, and we start filling that storage now in the beginning of the week, and we will open that store as soon as we have it tested and everything. So we spent quite a lot of time on the assets and the animations. We were about to launch with just static pictures, but then the sort of creative and the football team, they came up with the animation and the uniqueness. We took a little bit extra walk to really get that sorted out in a professional way and in a way that worked well. So we are very confident that this NFT how should I say, concept we are having will have great value, and it will plug very well into the game, and it will be a very valuable asset for all of you. Those of you buying these internally with the credits. So once we release them for trading, sort of, which we will do when a collection is sold out, they will be released for trading. That you will be able to buy them internally, you will be able to sell them on the Binance NFT store, and you will be able to monetize this. So that's the card store, and it's coming as soon as we get it done next few days. And there are some tuning, and we also have some other stuff that's came up that's really exciting stuff, and we're gonna talk about that the upcoming week. Not too much today. So this is the cards, and then I want to remind everybody about the packages. It's tomorrow is the last day of May. And especially the professional packages, they will fall. They are currently on April numbers, or you get the April amount of tokens, credits and tokens. That will fall drastically on June 1st, midnight tomorrow. This will close, and you can see here the changes. So a $5,000 package will go from 50,000 tokens today to 40,625 tokens on Tuesday morning. So there is a great opportunity to get in here and enjoy the promotion we had in May for these professional packages. And also the smaller packages will drop. Not that much, but still a significant drop from 2,100 tokens on the $500 to 1,950. So if you want 150 extra tokens, you should really get in there. And we will have much more information on the token, the tokenomics, and concrete dates, launch dates, etc. coming up. But now it's time to enjoy these discounts we have from April, especially for the professional packs. It's a big jump down. So that's all about the cards and what we are covering today. So a lot of exciting stuff going forward into this month, and I would like to thank you all for your patience. We know you've been waiting on this card store for a while, and we have to look into how the market is changing. I mean, the NFT store of Binance was not available to us for a month ago, so it's just been sort of made public, the dates and everything. So that's the cards. That's the cards magic. And we really believe that cards going to be a major asset for us as a company, for you as stakeholders, and for players to utilize in this concept as we move forward. And I would like to render and take any questions, Arthur, if you have anything. If not, I think we are done with the presentation.
We've just covered all the questions, Andreas.
What are you saying?
Yeah, we've just covered. We've just answered all the remaining questions, so we're good to go.
Okay, that's perfect. So have a beautiful Sunday. and we will get back with more information on June 1st onwards on something else, and really exciting times ahead, and we're really looking forward to get the store open for you. So that's it. Thank you very much, and have a great Sunday evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.